What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to another ITB stream. We are obviously straight into this one. Quite a few rounds in, actually, between Into the Breach and Mad Dogs. Just PACT. Unfortunately, even though the HLTV part of it has been up for quite a while, the GO3 VIP just wasn't quite there. Yeah, so we're basically just joining this one after it's gotten underway, with ITB currently up 5-3. Yeah. Fixed it eventually. Had to think outside the box, had to come up with some of my own solutions. All worked out in the end. Nobody complaining, except for a couple people. Obviously, as well, it is delayed, this stream, so we probably will have quite a few more seconds of people thinking about what's going on. And I think HLTV will actually be ahead of us in terms of what they're being able to show compared to what you're seeing on the stream. Again, with the delay and everything. Anyway, best of 3. It's the Premier Relegations back again. We've got Just 2, Ancient, Inferno tonight. Just 2 this first map, of course, the pick of PACT. And then you can see Ancient coming up and Inferno as well there. ITB starting this one off well, but this round initially troubling. Adam comes back into it though, and look at him go. 4 kills in it. Maybe even the ace has the chance to it. Still 6-3 start. Great stuff for ITB. This felt like a bit of a punish pick as well towards them when PACT picked it. Don't really play it too often. They typically like to float it in these best of 3 series, but here they just picked it out right, probably based on ITB's inexperience on this map, having only played it once during this ESEA run when they lost it against Entropic Prague 10-16, despite winning that series 2-1. That was long ago in round 2 or so of the upper bracket of ESEA Advanced. Obviously way ahead now with 3 games that needed to be won, if you include this one, for both teams to get to those ESL Challenger Cup spots and so on. And obviously Premier with that, I believe. Which is all the grand prize at the end of the day. What you've been striving for all season. Both teams coming from ESEA Advanced earlier through slightly different ways getting here. With PACT ending up 12-2, I think they ended up in during that regular season, having the initial easier run in the playoffs, but certainly did have to battle their way through. Nonetheless, I think they even lost in one of those first games after getting the bye, so a lot of games needed to have been won during the lower bracket run for them, but they just clutched it out with enough wins to get to 4th. Which obviously means the ESEA Premier. And, well, here they haven't done all too bad. They obviously winning a game so far, but in the lower bracket they still stand. What a shot that is. He's leaving only Cypher on this half of the map for the moment. He recovers that AWP. PACT look to take over mid with the numbers in their favour. Is flashed away. At least in principle. Is cannot kind of fire away just yet. And this double op setup they've got. Waiting it out and actually holding a really passive angle for being ISK. With about a minute remaining. With him being so far away, will not be able to rotate over too easily into the ace site as he misses that wide open shot. A little bit of a tough one. But he will actually rotate over. Alright, 3 players then from ITB to defend as Adam throws that Molotov in. Perfectly timed the nade as well. Gonna do some serious damage, but then he just jumps in. Going down in the process. A little bit ahead of himself there, Adam. You can see the AWP is already saving. I'm going to avoid Sobo here. So he's already taken the one. Wow. Good series of frags for Sobble to get warmed up, who's been one of the absolute top performers during this ESEA run they've had during season 39. Picking another in a lot of aspects with team high stats across the board almost. Not a lot he can't do. Typically that highest rating is in these advanced or higher teams. This may end up being the upper, but not quite the case here. PACT do get themselves to 4 rounds. Still 1 up in it here, having been rebought now. Plenty of money still to go for it. For double to get dropped, so should not be a problem in that regard. And I felt weird about it from PACT's perspective that they've actually picked this map. It feels like both showing a lot of respect in a way for ITB, but also I don't even think ITB played that badly on Dust 2 when we saw them. Only losing by 6 rounds to Entropic Prague when it was their pick. They were obviously one of the top teams in Advanced this season. And having, I think it was mainly that tandem of Isk and Cypher and Dobbo as well, all showed up during this map. All being above 1.10 rating, I think. So it feels weird in that regard to actually pick into it. Then I felt quite weird about ITB's pick though, to be fair. Obviously picking Ancient for that second map, which is complete opposite. Just showed no respect for PACT when PACT had frequently picked it themselves. Despite maybe not always performing, having done so. Only picking up 1 win, I think, during this run. Plenty of losses. PACT playing the slow style once again. Ending up with something towards longest pose. I'm not quite going to help out just yet with Tadpole holding it for now. Lunatic spotted. It's Tadpole going down. Adam way late on that flashbang. Coming in now, just hiding away in car. I don't think Lunatic spotted him just yet, but this will have to turn around soon. Smoking away in short to be able to help out towards long now with plenty of players stacking up. Rotations on it right. There's Adam hiding away. Enox, great shot. And it all gets taken down there. Fantastic round from the Seaside, who could do no wrong. Not taken particularly much damage there. That's 7 collectively health points. Delta by players not even going to increase as Enox takes that. Cypher in the end. 6-5 the lead shrinks to. Still in the favour of ITB, but all the less so. Final round of buying for them fully, at least. Running out of cash now, so we're gonna have this up on Isk, and obviously these rifles coming out, but yeah, maybe not in that next round. Let's feel likely. We went for an early stack towards long, obviously maybe. I think it may be because they thought PACT were going to go for it just with that earlier success in the previous round towards that area, but not quite. So it's left them in a spot now, ITB, where they can put a lot of players around this A site, and obviously 2-player setup for a potential short take, which does seem to be arriving anytime soon. Nade dropping from Adam, doing quite a bit of damage again. And Doubles on the other end to lock away the other option. Adam just hiding in the corner now as Beanox jumps up. It's Adam's free kill. Redeeming it. Being able to get away. He doesn't choose to do so at all. Still going down though. It's Isk to trade. winning it for now, but still a chance here in the round for PACT. We do get to that site with Lunatic planting. Tadpole not really doing a whole lot about his position early on. Two coming for short, one from long then. If Tadpole just peeked here, they'd be kind of open to him. At least Lunatic would be. They're waiting patiently for this one. Tadpole, obviously the man with the kit, maybe doesn't want to take that initial fight because of that. Instead, Double will go down. And now Tadpole double teamed. Absolutely no chances. PACT put up another great round. Well executed one towards this A site. Even if Cypher gets away with PACT having all those deaths, it's not gonna end up in a great buy here for ITB. Has to be said. We get to that 13th round, yeah, gotta be something in the middle here. Bit of a half buy to be able to invest into that next round. Backed out towards long. Decent weaponry guarding this though, with the AK obviously, but also with the Deagle there as well. Rotations coming in. Tadpole just needs to hit a shot. Flash coming. Barely damage at Cypher, gets one kill. Just not good enough. They ran down. Kill from Adam at least, but it's another round which feels like they have conceded quite early on. As PACT just go on quite the run now. Incredible. Alright then, final chance. Not a lot of ecos having been brought out by ITB. That continues to be the case actually as they get back to the gun round. If they do lose this round though, they should be in a spot where they will barely be able to buy in that final round of the first half. At least punished in that regard. They're buying up in basically every round. Dobbo and Isk both playing short with an op each is certainly a strategy. I do not see the point. I've got some aggressive positioning up on long at least, but not a lot of control gained. I think we resigned a lot during this first half. Maybe their downfall in some respects. Pull boosted. And again, you feel like ITB are pretty well set up for whatever gets thrown at them here, whether it's a B to, or a mid to B rather, or an A hit. With Molotovs coming out in short now. PACT just kind of staying around the mid door. They will go mid to B. But a boosted player here. Fisk, Double rather, just below, as Adam's already taken 2 kills towards that B site. The attack is very limited on many fronts. They come back towards A. Double already rotated, and Adam's there. Back again, Adam! Getting all the kills! Perhaps the equalizer. As he looks for that final kill will go down, but it's all done anyway. Double, just no chance in it. As Adam went on an absolute tear. Taking it back to a 7-0. Remarkable stuff. No shot for minis that time. There it is. I think I spoke too soon. Double tag down all the way to 45. Doesn't quite retribute that straight away as Cypher's moved up. Sobble peeking. It's Cypher who holds all the control in tunnel. But look at him go. He just says, I'm good. You can take that, actually. We have the man advantage. And ITB might just need that next kill and then we're off to the races. They might still end up with the first half lead. PACT. They walk up short back again. The old faithful for them. With Isk standing in their way. And not much else. Isk, the Molotov, perfectly timed. Oh, but it's badly placed. It's gone nowhere. Adam has come back in, though, as the only positive with 35 on the clock. Double, and Adam trying to make it work with one already down. And Isk rotated away. They get the bomb down. Adam up here. Cypher getting another kill already. Adam peeking in now. He's going to pick up another kill. Adam just needs the final one and he's got it. To leave only Manice in such an impossible 1-on-4. Turned 1-on-3. Smoked away. Flashed away and shot down. As ITB pick up the lead in the end. A hard fought first half to say the least. ITB having dropped a big lead early on. But still recovering, still ending up with 8 CT-sided rounds. I'd say that's quite good. Perfect time to mention, with Christmas coming up, there are plenty of games you should know for quite cheap prices that you can maybe buy for yourself, for any friends or relatives that you can purchase at G2A. With the proud partners of ITB. Don't know what game I'm buying for Christmas. You know. Always new stuff to find. Maybe get one of those new G2A DLCs, you know? Anything, everything. All available at G2A. First half wrapped up. And, I'm not sure how chat's feeling. I don't think they've come alive quite as much as hyped up. Some of the PACT players, we saw a couple rounds, but I think I was hyping up Sobble so much coming into this match. And even if he's put up some decent stats, it hasn't felt like he's had that massive contributing factor. We saw some of the only rounds where he really picked up the multi-kills all came from him lurking away and getting some pretty unimportant frags at the end of the day. Sure, he took away a couple weapons coming into some buy rounds, but didn't really sense that level of impact that I would have expected. Because when you check it out, the stats for it, he's top of anyone on the server in terms of the impact stat. 1.33 during the last 3 months, and I think that will have gone up since obviously playing in ESEA Advanced playoffs. If you only count that and maybe the start here of Premier Relegations, it would have probably been even higher during that run. Touch round coming up. See as ITB end up being slightly split off, at least a bit of a focus towards B. Certainly expecting a bit of a gimmick round, I suppose. PACT would feel like the team that maybe go for those types of runs towards mid where they all charge up from it, or obviously as Tadpole was covering up towards long. Not quite the case. Putting a lot of emphasis here on the B side. PACT, as do ITB. Riyad's winning the first fight in the end as he can just hold him off. ITB back away. There's nothing on that A side of the map for PACT, but plenty towards middle. And ITB might just face it head on here. Tagging away at Lunatic. Sobble peeks in. He gets the one kill. Flashed away though. And it's Isk back in. And it's Isk to get them to man advantage territory with the help of Tadpole. And now they have that free sight. They can just avoid Manice, who does do a bit of damage. Bomb dropped over. They get to the site. Not unscathed, but still in a 2-on-2 in a very winnable position. With both of PACT coming up now towards short. Isk not quite going to see it just yet. This Tadpole faces them. Isk has no idea. He peeks in, but the P250, that range closing down. It's going to be Manish to peek in. Isk, the double peek will not be his to be won out. As Riyat picks up 4 kills and is PACT win the round. That's the wrong one. 8-8. Instead, the score. Should put that one up as well. Obviously, first map of the series. Plenty more to go after this. However, this Dustu comes up, which could go anywhere right now. I feel the same with Ancient, to be honest. And then, I suppose Inferno as well. If we do get to that point, I think we're already going to be in a position where it's a hard game to call, as is coming into it. You know, to keep yourself alive here during the ESEA Premier Relegations. Gonna leave a sour taste in the mouth if you end up with nothing, because that's kind of the case, sadly. You may have gotten some prize pool bonus from just getting here from ESEA Advanced, obviously with the different places having different prize pool marks, but during this tournament it's all about those places really in ESEA Premier and other Challenger Cups. What a kill, Adam. Winning that one out with the Mach 10. 2 more players to face here though towards the big side as Riyad steps in. No chance for them though, the CTs. Ending up with quite a disadvantageous spot. Still a couple ITB players are tagged, so a chance then for Manish and Beanox. As the latter seems to just want to jump in. I think he knows about Tadpole's position to some extent. He's quite tagged as well, that would be such a kill. They flash in. Beanox goes for it, gets that kill, turns around, he's not going to get anything else though. And neither is his teammate. ITB get out of there with the lead back in their favour. And 2 rifles retrieved. Eagles out for PACT, at least for the most part. Too much armor invested on Isk. He'll make great use of that. Oh yes, the moneymaker comes alive as this gets the 4 frags to be found on A. Riyad's might just challenge him, but yeah, Isk stays patient. Not going to be greedy in these important matches where every single detail matters. You can see he just runs away. He stays cool with it and lets his teammates do the job. We've seen that all season. I think I said during the ESEA season how one of the most important factors of this ITB team, well, I think there were 2 major contributing factors to this run happening of ITB, maybe shocking the world a little bit by ending up in this type of position and getting so far in ESEA Advanced, and that was A, Adam just improving so much individually, winning a lot of his fights during especially the regular season. Such a contributing factor, helping the team ADR and so on. Doing the work here, you can see. It's a 19 now with those 2 kills. That's Cypher closing out top. But the other factor, I think, would be Isk. Just his decision making, getting so much better at that. He's kind of that archetypal role of high octane electric opera that just is a little bit reckless sometimes, or it was in the past, but during the season really matured as a player, especially with that all in hand. No, not gonna be a small challenge here as Manish has an op right back at him. Is picking that one up, missing the shot. 2 players to face over towards long, but Manish just escaping. That was a bunny. But they just didn't take Isk, instead hitting the flick shot. There is Sobol to worry about still. But Long itself cleared out. Sobo. All about the timing for him as Adam has spotted him out. This is a catastrophe for Sobo as he's been given up. That's a 5-on-3 as ITB looks to attack the A site. BO3 only the trade. And ITB can smoke away. With Adam coming in from short now. And no one to cover him. There is Tadpole. What a round this turns out to be. 3 odds. Just in the smoke, hidden away. Tadpole picking up the 2 kills through the smoke. Oh, 12-8. What about that? Quite a streak going on. PACT with the limited economy here coming into this one as well. I spoke about this during the regular season, but during the playoffs, I think he was amongst the top 10 really for every single statistic. Was lights out, having so much impact during it. That HLTV rating obviously, and the cast kind of proving that. The kills, assists, and trades, or whatever. Team high in basically all categories. Great kill. Cypher really hasn't gotten a lot of opportunity, but he's been low-key in very good form to kick off this series. That's always a good sign for ITB as well. When the likes of Cypher can get going as that entry point, especially on the T side, then you can cook. And they have been cooking. After losing the pistol, they're on course for a 5th round of the bag on T side, just 6 rounds in. Cypher closes this one off. Good game as well from Adam. Game high, and obviously those kills. But he just always puts up ADR, Adam. Whether he's fragging or not. He just does so much utility damage, especially on all maps. That the damage itself will always be up there. I don't think I've seen many Adam games where ITB are competitive and he doesn't get at least like 75, 80 ADR. Here comes Dobbo. As ITB just attack out. Isk is tagged up though with BO3 flashing away. Getting his first kill. He's backed into a corner, but they stay competitive, PACT, and keep themselves with plenty of players to go. Massively winning out in that duel. It was hard to keep up with it. So you had to know was BO3 in that cheeky corner, getting away with the 2 kills and staying alive in it. I don't think ITB were ready for that many towards Long. Now it's all about that economical game for Cypher. We are getting to ITP territory, into the Premier territory. I think that's slightly preemptive. Again, to highlight, you do have to win quite a few games to actually get to that stage. Against quite a few tough opponents as well. Yeah, it's just it's a long road still, even if they have played quite a bit to actually get to Cypher. Peak will not succeed on that one though. It's a bad round for ITB. They put all their cards along and well, kind of flopped. They ended up with a 4 and a 3 of hearts, and yeah, in the end had to fold. They do keep their balance though, and the economical side keeps them competitive here. They go back to Long. No damage this time done initially as B-Nox looks for the hunt again, getting in between enemy lines, and this will take him away quickly though. And Dobbo, with that kill on Sobbo, has actually turned it into a victory for ITB in a lot of ways. In the 4-on-3 instead of what ended up being that 4-on-1 in favor of PACT in the last round. They don't have the Minis information of where he is. That's made clear by Heath getting that free kill. He's calling it though. No Molotov on the way. He still wants to peek. Isk obliges him. Wants to have that op duel. Oh, but he whiffs the shot. Molotov coming now. Manise gets the smoke from a teammate. And it's a 3-on-3 standoff as ITV edge closer. Manise on top of the smoke and Lunatic gets boosted up. Adam getting very close now as Manise just hides away behind the core. It's Adam to take him out. Peeking back in further. Who plays the face? Adam peeks out. Only does the damage as the 2-on-2 instead. Till he disc into the site. Lunatic taken away. And Isk already the bomb plant. Oh, it takes him out. He actually anticipated it. Riyad's no chance for him there. When he jumped up. New strat towards long. Intriguing. I thought ITB were actually going to put all their effort in towards B, but more spread out now. I need to watch out for Lunatic. It's all the way up in underground, not quite being checked. The Cypher's taking out that player on long. Oh, but then Adam comes up and that's round over. PACT. They are lost in all the spread out battles. Yeah, that's the round over. Credit to Cypher to anticipate that boost up from B-Nox, I think it ended up being. But PACT just losing way too many fights all over the place. As ITB have already got to match point. This is why I was a little bit critical of PACT picking this map, when they themselves aren't really that comfortable on it. And I've seen ITB perform on it, if not they play it too often and not won it in the past. But again, I think losing 10-16 to Entropic Prague, it was never going to be a bad sign for you as a team. Especially with who showed up then and who's showing up now. It's pretty consistent. I think Dust 2 could end up being an ace up their sleeve if they just sharpen out some of the struggles. They're quite well fit for it, obviously, with Isk on the AWP, liking those mid-range duels on it. And the likes of Cypher seems very comfortable on a map like this. And if he misses that duel with the AWP, we'll pick up an AK now, I think. There it is. PACT on just really limited weaponry as an answer to this full buy from ITB. See the MP9s, the FAMASs. Will have to be enough. Polish side. They keep it quite patient. They're not going to connect. It has alerted ITB as well to the fact that there is someone up there. Yeah, alright. If ITB go B, it might just be a struggle. Rayot's hiding that corner. Pretty cheeky up angle. No, he spotted away! There's only Lunatic! And he's not got a single kill! This might be map one over and done with. Just like that. ITB get the bomb down. And a desperate retake ensues. As PACT look to hold on their map pick of Dust 2. Flash comes out. Cypher, no need to peek. Still checking it. I don't even think ITB know that PACT have nothing in terms of the weaponry. A Cypher peeks again. A trade. It's a kill. And it's victory on map 1. Incredible stuff. Even if you expected it to be a spot where ITB could win map 1, you did not expect it to be 16-9. Wow, what a closeout. Only losing 2 rounds rather on that T side, which didn't last for very long. As ITB go into map 2, their own map pick of Ancient, looking very, very strong. We'll see you back in a moment. Oh, let's see where this takes them. See you in a bit.
I used to dream about money, about a big house, but all I want is you. Your touch of fire when you love me, desirable, attainable, yeah, all I want is you. We are all the same, fame, attention, confirmation. Why do we care? What is it worth? What is it all worth? We are all the same, we want to be loved, but that is not the same as being loved by you. We are all the same, we want to be loved, but that is not the same as when I'm dream about a cruiser that drove against the wind, but all I want is you. I know that fire when you touch me, my vision gets so dimmed, yeah, all I want is you. We are all the same, fame, attention, confirmation. Why do we care? What is it worth? What is it all worth? We are all the same, we want to be loved, but that is not the same as being loved by you. We are all the same, we want to be loved, but that is not the same as when I'm loved by you. By you, by you. What is it all worth? We are all the same, we want to be loved, but that is not the same as being loved.
Understand where it came from, but you got it, my got it. It began in the land of the sandstorm. I fought it, though I wanted everything to do with what you give to me. Loosening my grip as pulled you into me. When I let you go, The cold nights just don't feel the same. Oh, pack my life inside a car, hit the button, drive real far. Put that record on me like, I'm dreaming of you, I dream of a new night. Fight in the dark till we see the sunlight. My love, it's you and I. Cross close and could ride this fight. So reach for the stars, 'cause we're aiming high. You can't wait to see me now, 'cause lately you've been feeling down. You lay awake alone at night. Oh, pack your life inside a car, forget the world and drive real far. Put that record on again. Oh, my love, it's you and I. Cross close and could ride this fight. So reach for the stars, 'cause we're aiming high. I'm dreaming of you, I dream of a new night. Fight in the dark till we see the sunlight. My love, it's you and I. Cross close and could ride this fight. So reach for the stars, 'cause we're aiming high. I can't wait to leave this town. Can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down. I can't wait to leave this town, 'cause lately I've been feeling down.
Cast your spell, spill your magic. There's nothing more that I want now. Use me up, make me manic. For when these ends of days drawing low, I'll be where the river flow. I'll go wherever you go. 'Cause I wanna know what it's like to be loved by you. I wanna know what it's like, wanna know what it's like to be loved by you, loved by you. it's like to be loved by you. I wanna know what it's like, wanna know what it's like to be loved by you, 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 loved by you. 'Cause I wanna know what it's like to be loved by you, loved by you.
Old walls that I built for you just to dig me out with silver spoons. No, I didn't see it coming. Oh, old walls that I'm stuck inside. I guess beauty sees what I can't find. I didn't. No, I didn't see it coming. Well, I got your phone and I got your message. I want you to know that you are the love of my life. The love of my life. You never leave when the song is over. You ride or die till the end. You're the love of my life. You're the love of my life. My life.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to map number 2 here of the series between Mad Dog's Pact and ITB. We're back for Ancient this time around after ITB took down the Polish side 16-9 on Pact's map pick as well with Dust 2. Quite an interesting one there as we now move on to ITB's map pick. They start off on the T side, and as they do get into that B site, do suffer some casualties for it. Tampo not able to hold off, and Dubbo not quite able to either as Adam comes in. It is only him. With Lunatic already on that bomb. Defusing, he walks in at least. That was a wild series of shots from him as he fails to really collect any and all impact that time around. In the end, it will be just the one man. ITB ending up on a skid in that first round, but the T side on Dust 2, as we mentioned, was incredible, right? They obviously started off with 8 rounds picked up there during the CT side, but I think it's more remarkable that in 10 rounds they won 8, including the pistol. So after that pistol, again, 8-1 on the T side of Dust 2 when it's Pact's map pick. Nice comes in here, so at least take down the bomb carrier. Even if he's not able to do too much more than that. Cypher, aggressive stuff from him. It's Manice has taken out everyone else outside of Cypher and Adam. Doing all the work right now, Manice, with Cypher just waiting for that smoke to lope. Being taken, but Manice takes down basically everyone there. Remarkable stuff from him to win out in that way. Basically all on his own. And I did criticize Pact's map pick a little bit, just because it's not a map they play too frequently, and it's not a map that ITB have been proven horribly bad on. But then this map pick is kind of the opposite, where ITB are playing into Pact's strengths, even if they themselves are also quite good on this map, even though if they've not quite showed it here so far. As PACT get off to a free run start. ITB have taken down some serious foes on this map previously and had it as quite the map to play during, obviously, last season. If some of you will remember that ESEA main run they had frequently, this was the map that they floated to play as that third map. We've seen it during this season, both in the regular season and the playoffs as well, and they are quite good on it. That's for sure. With PACT only picking up one win on this map in ESEA this season, during the playoffs and so on, out of several tries, beating Singularity 16-14 there. Cypher not expecting the coverage stairs. Almost got out alive, not quite in the end, to see Tadpole at least fight his way back into the 3-on-4. Sobble holding away now. You see PACT repeatedly now on the CT side looking to just silence away and kind of force ITB into a very particular area of the map. Limit the airflow. So they do get some back. Getting out from cave, and he's still holding it. Sobble looks to now attack from his angle in mid. It's not going to be ready for that when he comes out of doors. Sobble's already taken his teammate. It's Sobble to pick up a free K in that round. BNOX helped out. ITB not quite finding their footing so far. It is a little bit of a rough one. Should mention that have kind of an MVP there for Dust 2. Adam, the clear favourite, with his great performance on CT, and then not even bad performance on T side. He was definitely part of it. But him just getting that much damage done during the CT side is what allowed them to really get on a run. In the end, he's the clear MVP of that map one, outshining everyone in terms of kills and rating and so on by plenty. He already got a kill in this round. M4 on him as well. Bit of armor to go around. Still a couple players to watch out for on bait. You see ITB just waiting it out, expecting again that seal to come. PACT look to just push up a player high either from behind or in mid to really limit ITB, but not quite the case this time. I don't know what it's caused PACT to really go on such a defensive. Maybe it is that pick on Riats where in the man disadvantage PACT want to stay a little bit more passive and dig in on this site. BNOX does peek out there to at least equalise Minise lifting his shot. BNOX is back in, and BNOX does not take no for an answer as it comes to that B site. 3 kills for him, with a great performance so far from BNOX. Up to 7 kills, up to Sobble and Minise, all 3 of which really stepping up so far. You can see the 0 frags and 1 death on Lunatic would indicate ITB really aren't trying that A site. Except for the I think it was the second round. He eventually ended up there. PACT go back aggressive. Stacking the B site, and Sobble's in mid. Oh, and the nade stacks come through as well. They can back away now. They can go into standard modes. They've already got the double man advantage. I like that gimmick play. A hard stack in the initial seconds. Couple seconds there with the nade stack as well. This will try to bat it back. A good kill. So at least get it to a 3-on-4. Cypher's hurt as well. Oof. There he is. Even as he does get traded, they have opened themselves Been given kind of a way back into the round. Hearing those steps from Lunatic for sure as well. Double to peek him. Isk with the smoke the other way. Oh, Double losing that fight is a trade from Isk. With Sobo already having that information, Isk will barely even check for it. Doesn't plant in his way. But can he really get out alive? No. That felt like an odd path to take. Would have needed 2 players to be on the B site there for that to have worked. I don't know about that one. PACT just off to quite the run here. And it is a long path. I think we had a couple people in chat mentioning Into the Premier as the meme. But, I mean, the path right now, it's a tough one, even with what we've seen in terms of ITB winning out in that one game against Link's Legacy during the ESEA Premier relegation run. They'd still need to win this game and beat LDLC and beat the loser of One Shot versus Saw, which is currently being played there in the bracket. One Shot won that one. So let's not get ahead of ourselves, but ITB are doing exactly that in this round, and it's working out just about fine. You can see Adams pushed up all the way. Look at where that's got him. Straight into the first round for ITB. I think Riyadz might have been hurt. Still wins that fight. Dobbo, a little bit out of it. You can see 0 kills so far. Did not really show up significantly on map 1, but poor start here. Has to be mentioned. Can't complain too much though if you're ITB. Getting that first round is always so vital. Adam actually ended up with a 1.55 rating there in map 1, by the way. No ITB player was below any single PACT player during Dust 2. Double was bottom there of ITB scoreboard, still ended up with a 0.9 rating. Riyad's top of PACT with 0.84. They were all kind of clumped together. Those top players who didn't really perform. Again, Sobo was the big baddie coming into this game, who's been performing so hard, so in such a big way. It's been so vital for PACT, but even with his 13 kills, most of those were kind of unimportant frags that he found late on in rounds during a lurk, during different lurking missions. He's trying more of that here. But then it's Riyadz with the first kill. Just as Sobo gets traded. Adam can hear those steps. He knows about that cave presence in a large capacity. They try to clear it out now. No one up high is PACT actually rotate away a little bit, playing way more passive towards bait and expecting a bit of a rotation. It's not going to happen. ITB, they're sticking around on this B site with only 2 players to cover, really. And both far away from the site. If they just get smoked off here, ITB could have the site all to themselves. They flash away. They send back in the rotations, but this is not going to be too difficult to get into the site itself. They come in. Minimal damage dealt from the PACT players. Adam to get the bomb down. East just flashed in. But it's already that man advantage through Dobbo as he picks up his first kill of the game, traded quickly. But it's East back out. It's a 2-on-2 instead. Adam still on the site. Seeing that gun barrel, Lunatic misses, and Adam does the same. It's Iska the 1-on-2 instead. With Riot on the bomb. He can hide away, and he's already got the defuse. They get straight back into it here, PACT. With a hotly contested retake in that round. ITB finally shifting focus from B then. Again. Lunatic just wastes most of his utility. Seconds into the round, he has got some backup. They're in Sobo, yeah. No one should be backing up at all. Like already gets the first rotation's already here. A tough site to take. They try to go for it still, ITV. Actually, they do get away with another kill there. As Sobo gets deeper into it. Can they even rotate? Begins to be my question. Tadpole misses in the fight. Doesn't even take a shot that time. He spotted out another one doing all the damage as Isk. Back in for another clutch, but no chance in the end. Still not really finding their footing. And Cypher performed their map 1. Performed during the season has not really showed up here. He was the real bright spot during that tough loss to 1 shot earlier in the relegations. See there, 21 first kills over those 3 maps. It's just incredible stuff. Most of which came on the first 2 as well. Slightly slowed down during Inferno. He tries again here. Way too open that time. The Cypher's just won the site for them. There was no real rotational impact initially, but Minis does come up with that kill through the smoke. Mollying away as well to delay the bomb plant even further. As they stack up, Cypher gonna be quite isolated now. On the back of the site, Minis gets another kill and they've all just killed him off. What a round in the rotational game. As soon as I started critiquing it, PACT going back in to send them 9-1. Can show that map video back again. Obviously, you will see just under the map that it is currently 1-0 in favor of ITV. They won out on Dust 2 despite PACT picking it. Ancient in the end. Not looking quite as bright. ITB needing a run here towards the end of the first half. They really want to stay competitive. Inferno's that decider. PACT win this map. Trouble. Trying to leave himself too open initially. That time, Cypher takes the fight again. Winning out, but only in a trade capacity. As Cypher gets deeper into mid, not gonna venture too much. PACT spread quite thin towards this A half of the map. Lunatic still far away. Peeking in. Cypher. Oh, he goes down. Now Beanox has been able to rotate in. Which is instead leaving into the breach rather thin. In numbers, especially in this area. Dobbo takes this fight. He's a fool. Bomb in hand and all. He takes it. He's a lucky fool. So he gets away. Adam, brilliant opening on B as well. There's still a threat to worry about. Minis. And they have no idea with 40 seconds. Minis peeks. Dobbo. Oh, he's got him. That's a horrible shot to miss. And not the time for it. And ITV have won the round based off it as this closes it out. That is a horrible fight to lose if you're gonna take it. Words are gonna be had. As Manise has been playing really well so far during this second map of Ancient. Just not showing up there. ITB say thank you very much. Not complaining there. If you missed it, by the way, should just mention one more time, our Dust 2 MVP in the end was quite clear. Adam putting up some ridiculous stats there, considering it was only a game where 24 rounds were played. So. Yeah. Sobo up high again. Peeking back in his usual angle. Yet again it's Cypher to get the better of him. Oh, but two players still facing here. Cypher takes another kill. It's gonna be one out in the end by ITB. And a strange series of duels that were hyper aggressive from the CT side. It's base site left rather open until Lunatic comes in. Credit to Cypher, who's had the edge on solo all of Ancient. I'd love to see those stats after the game. We obviously have those now with the matchup stats. How many times you were successful against a specific opponent. Kills, deaths. And I think so far, Cypher would be an absolutely dominating status over especially Sobo, who plays that style which is really lending itself to Cypher's entry nature, where Sobo maybe is just a little bit too open, a little bit too often, taking one too many risks here and there, where Cypher is able to really capitalize, who's stepped up massively in these last couple rounds. But they get a third round on the board, even as Manise gets to save. Pistols then outside of that saved AWP. Like, pistols would almost be too positive of a way to look at it. It's just P's. There's no armor. There's no chance really in that type of duel. ITB getting pretty free passive range with that ace sight as Adams found that flick. Getting better of Sobo. And then the rest is pretty simple from there. Manise might just go for another save here. Turning up in Jame time a lot of the time.
Bomb has been planted.
Ooh. Hello. There's no one near. So Yos just gets the free kill and the free AWP. I don't love that for risk. And I don't know if ITB really know about Manise's off. They're not really too aggressive here in the hunt. But if they knew that they were going up against two ops, there's no point in not going for this. Manise only gets the damage. Oh, but a flash as well. Adam doesn't capitalize. So Cypher cleans up, and at least that's one AWP taken away and a bit of armor. Not sure if that's going to end up being worth it all too much. I guess ITB only lost an AK, but it's not going to impact PACT in too big of a way. They get to a very comfortable buy here. Here comes that straight in that angle. Even if he only does the damage that time around. Manise sending in a Molotov as well. Look out below. The nade stack not quite gonna work out. That spam will. Still gonna end up a kill. In favor of PACT. Oh, Dobbo's over towards A. I was just gonna mention. He got up so high there. Hasn't quite pulled the rotation yet, but really should have. There you go. Can he stay alive for a little bit? And he's peeking. Dobbo to fight. Doesn't quite know about Sobel's presence, but for now that's not an issue. Oh, Dobbo! Still gets a kill. That's ideal to keep them occupied with two players still here to face on the B site. Riyad's unusual angle for him, hiding away in the corner. His teammate's gone and so is... Oh, that is rough. Sobel on the rotation. Just about going to sneak away to get the first kill. He's damaged up here though. So even with the kit and the smoke, a tough battle if he goes for it. Flashed away. Time running out. Doesn't use that smoke on the bomb either, of course, so as he passes, he's only got 13 health. No chance now, surely, as he taps that bomb, forcing out Tadpole. Oh, Tadpole loses that fight, but Sobel running out of time, taps the bomb again, and we'll take him down in the end. A well-fought clutch, but one that Sobel will lose in the end. Steady hand there from Adam. That has to be his favorite. That has to be his favorite spot. All maps combined. Just that one area in A ramp. Or in B ramp, rather. Always seems to work out for him. Sobel. Not spotted. But traded. Instead. That's with ITB just kind of heading back again. Dobbo not getting quite as high up this time around, but he has the freedom to. And he has the space to. If he just wants to explore a little bit towards that A site. Just like he did last round. He could. As PACT take full control of lower B. Adam holding the smoke. As Riyadh spots him. I think Dobbo's seen something there. Staying patient for now. Two players up high. They want to clear this out. Will he let them? Oh, he won't. Manise no nade either. Oh, Dobbo! How does he win that fight? He's an absolute machine there on the lurk. PACT, they only have this lower B area. ITB still walk into it. But we'll pick up that next kill regardless. In the end, Dobbo's help wasn't quite needed, but what a series of kills he picked up during the end of that first half. Just by going all alone towards the A site. They end up with 9-6. No, with 6-9. Still going to be that later course for PACT, but certainly recovered for ITB. I think I said it during that. It was 9-1 at one stage. I think I said just, this is where they really need to recover ITB, and that's certainly what they did. Picking up the last 5 rounds would be in a row to end up within a reasonable scoreline. They did pick up a majority of their rounds on CT as well, I believe. Is worth noting. Another thing worth noting, of course, as well, is that Christmas is obviously coming up. Why not buy the perfect last-minute gift for yourself or a friend, maybe a relative as well, with many AAA titles and such available at a cheap price at G2A. Click the panel below the stream or go to gta.com/n/ITB. Don't forget, you lose when you overpay. Proud partner of ITB, of course, is G2A. We've been with them for quite a while now. Why not buy games cheaper? Ancient, of course, the map as well that both teams really like. That's why I think the map video turned out so interesting. we first saw a map where neither team has experience, and now this map where both teams have experience, and then Inferno, obviously, where everyone has experience, it appears. But just with this ancient pick from ITB, it felt risky, considering PACT have picked them themselves quite a few times, won a couple games on it during the regular season, and beat Singularity earlier in the advanced playoffs, despite losing it to both One Shot and Link's Legacy. But then, you know, it's been that map for ITB which has felt like the connecting dot for them during a lot of their run as a roster, and especially during this run of this season during ESEA, where they've beaten Link's Legacy on it a couple times, and obviously played it during the regular season a couple times. With I think they also had a victory on it during that Autumn Cup they played, the Cash Cup in ESEA. They ended up beating, was it DBL Pony? Which is obviously an impressive victory as well. Which, speaking of the French teams, is the team, the winner of this series will have to face ITB, or PACT will be playing LDLC in the lower bracket final after they took down Amiga earlier tonight. Games still ongoing between One Shot and SAW, where One Shot are currently 1-0 up in maps. The winner of that going straight into ESL Premier, one of those ESEA Challenger Cups, or Challenger League, rather. And then the loser gets to play the winner of LDLC versus the winner of this game. That makes any sort of sense for the final spot. So it's kind of upsetting that they did end up losing that game against One Shot, where obviously in the upper bracket round 2, because if you win that, you're just one win away, and you have that second chance. Instead, you have to win so many games in a row, 3 in a row if you count this one, to get into that ESL Challenger League. But alas, it is the tough road that both these teams will have to win out in. PACT switch over to the T side, ITB on CT. Themselves rather open on the B side. I'm not even hitting that shot, which was wide open for him. So can see the fact he takes, but going for ITB here. Jesus. Can you hit a shot, please? The One Shot comes through, but it's well and truly over already. Look at the doubles on it. Hot streak of form during these last couple of rounds, if you count back to the past half. Just no time really remaining for it. 3 kills still to get the warm up in, but back comfortably getting to double digits nonetheless. Tough beat for ITB, because they lost that first half 6-9. PACT, if they just win this round, and probably will win that next eco if ITB lose, they're in such a good spot where you then have to win in the opening gun round. What a nade. Still from Tadpole. Pushed up high is Cypher and Adam as well, with actually the help of Tadpole there for a moment. PACT staying resilient. Cypher doesn't. Distraction hold, he still can't manage to pick up a kill that time. As PACT start to rotate over towards A, ITB fully sensing it with 3 players out of the 4 remaining on this site explicitly. Now you can see Isk is already over here as well. Dubbo. His C said not gonna go for anything. Adam still comes up, but it's still only going to be a screen. Not even for long. What a horrible way that was to close it out. They really needed one of the two pistol players to show up there. Adam, the only one to find a kill. So it's 6-11. Just a half buy here for the CTs. So again, if PACT win this one round after predicted to, they really have a stranglehold over the British side. Adam, no real use to use for ITB. That MP9 has to do. That is for a bit of health point damage taken off. Maybe not enough. Someone crept all the way up into that A site. They think it's free. Dobbo's still here. Gets a free kill on the board, but quickly traded. This rotation is not really anywhere close. Being too impactful. An easy round. Must win. Territory then for ITB is they're yet to pick up a CT round. They have to do it now. Especially playing on B right now. If PACT put a lot of emphasis on A early on here during the T side, Adam has to be ready. So it could be a quick move. Looks like he takes the other angle and no way he loses that fight to Sobbo. Sobbo at least coming into make up for that mistake somewhat, but well, they have turned it around now. Even if they have given up most of the site. Sobbo now on the rifle, banged away. Great start from Isk here. A Cypher can hold the other angle. Lunatic still wins that fight. And there is Tadpole. It's just not expected. Should be round over. Lunatic still wanting to win out. No way. 7-12. And what was the must win? Even with a poor start in that round as well, you could see the rotations were clicking, which has to be a good sign. Even if the B site defense itself, or the A site rather, defense itself maybe wasn't too promising, it's coming in there like that. Just give you some hope, and Dobbo continuing his hot form as well. He is team high in terms of that fragging output for sure. So another gun round here for a chance to really get their name back into this one, ITB. Back to attack mid. Two players here to face. So will be a 2-for-1 in favor of the Brits then. Cypher actually takes control fully. Great rotation there. They get into short rather quickly. PACT barely have the sight with this holding the other angle. Great stuff again. It's not going to close out, but surely will give Lunatic a tough way with both entrances being covered. There it is. 8-12 instead. This PACT will barely be able to hold on this time around. So we'll have some cash, but the rest of them really don't. Should be a half buy. If even that. Sobbo buys up. The rest stick with locks. Sobel topping most of the statistic leaderboards for PACT, so it makes sense. Even if he had to buy it himself, if there was one player to give that deal to, maybe it would be him. Adam holding mid. Great kill. That should relieve some stress, and I think it might alert them to the fact that there are only Glocks here. Except for that Sobel Deagle, which has not yet shown itself. It's not looking too threatening. Cypher tearing apart everyone. Why is this so close to him? All hugs between ITB. No hugs between ITB and PACT that time around. ITB clear out. What little presence there was. PACT end up with only a 3-round lead now. I'm calling a timeout perhaps just to get back on track for this T side. See, again, it's another one of those games from some of the top dogs there on PACT, where they are putting up the stats for sure. You can see everyone's just in double digits. Pretty evenly matched game all around, to be fair. Much more so than on Dust 2. It's fine. All around. Not a lot of damage dealt. Cypher pushed a high defensive line. He actually will go for the kill. What a flash. And the kill. Getting away there with just the 5-on-4 is brilliant. This will keep that angle. Surprising for me. But he wants to stay this side with the AWP. Cannot really get out unless Cypher helps him. And he's just walking back. A lot of faith put in Isk to make the right decision here. Isk. Setting up for tag is there. USP will finish, but only the one kill as Cypher's already rotated back a 4-on-3 then. With some lost control for ITB as they start to rotate over Dobbo. PACT slowing it down. Both playing the backcourt of this site. Smoked away. Saw a lot of PACT setups look like this on the CT side. Cypher just takes a late duel. Sobel not even gonna check him. And the disrespect punished. The Cypher gets taken down. There's a 3-on-2 now. With PACT stuck on the site. Going to get chewed up eventually. There it is. Adam coming in on the flank to leave only Beanox, who's already got 2 kills in this front. Seeing that smoked bomb, he takes the other fight, but only the one. As ITB have all of a sudden got themselves into double digits. What a way back this would be. 4 in a row now for ITB. It's PACT to only go for pistols. Intriguing move. Guess they do have armor, but not gonna threaten ultra much, I don't think. They completely smoke out that A site, no problem again. Deal with for Dobbo with only one player showing his face so far. Manise not looking like he wants to duel too much. Might have been a little bit of a delayed fake in what ends up being a pretty bad way. I guess if Beanox got a kill there, it would have been impactful, but now, no way. Gets that spray damage at the moment, just with 1 kill picked up. Isk will miss his shot. No problem. As ITB have got themselves to 11. Climbing back during the second half. Obviously had the run late on the T side with 5 in a row. But despite PACT winning out in those first couple rounds of the second half, it's looking like ITB are making a game of it. I think coming into specifically this map, we all said it would be tight between two veteran teams on this map if such a thing exists, and well, ITB already making it. Initially the man advantage here, tied up by Menace. Dobbo. Surely we'll get checked here. Nope. There it is. It's all alone actually. I think they know where he is. Problems. As this whiffs that shot, Adam comes in, he has to clutch it. But no way. Again, we remain clutchless during the series. Remarkably so. I think I've counted to one time where we've ended up in a one-on-one, but even that time it was a failed clutch. I don't think that counts. Just the right moment to win that round. Has to be said for PACT too. Felt as though they were starting to crumble a little bit. Showing themselves much bigger than that. Now they have to back it up with a very passive initial offense, leading Cypher into plenty of space. We won't go for all of it. In fact, ITB themselves are playing a pretty laid-back system on the defensive side. PACT grouped up towards Cave. And then Esau already find the opening. Dobbo has to trade this. Oh, he doesn't. And that's just as Manish found another kill, finally traded some part of it, but I think it's too late. See, Tadpoists, they're already backing away knowing that it's B, or knowing that it's A, but staying on B. As PACT rotate over, it will be 14 here. Is keeping that up is obviously going to be important. I'm just thinking about that next round. The PACT all of a sudden are playing their game again. Maybe that timeout really did help them in stabilizing once again, not getting led into the aggressive moves from ITB as we've seen in some of the last rounds during the second half. PACT just getting these 2 rounds in a row. Tadpole. I'm wondering if he considers that AWP. Yes, there it is. I like that. Just a pretty unexpected way to do it as well, because obviously double ops are great in being able to reinvent yourself a little bit on that CT side, but I don't think PACT are going to be expecting 2 ops here. Typically you don't get the luxury of when you're on a 2-round skid. You don't get the luxury of having those 2 ops really inbound. They actually don't really buy around it. 2 Deagles and an MP9. So it'll have to be these ops on Isk and Dobbo to really carry them through, as Dobbo stays quite alone towards the A site with plenty of players to face. Isk more so grouped up on B. Great shot from Dobbo. You see so much utility flying at them. But PACT are not really committing to it. The rotates are there. But I think the bell's gonna ring. Eventually in PACT they've been really slow in these fakes. I think they could have used the fact that there wasn't much attention put on this B site initially, but now they are still gonna have to struggle with Isk and Tadpole. They flash through with 55 on the clock. Actually back away. Now you see that rotation coming through from Cypher, even if it is only a Deagle. As PACT start to move up towards B ramp. No utility for Tadpole outside of a flashbang, and he's not in his range. He has to get closer. He does to pick up the first kill. Oh, and bit of damage as well. Isk has to finish it then. Not even going for the shot. He still squares it on the second, and they've pulled it back as they get the round. Incredible stuff to pull that, to snatch that. After the jaws of PACT. We've really had an iron grip on it for so long. Crucial round to win. 9-match point to keep yourself alive on Ancient. Your own map pick here if you're ITB. With a chance to close the series in 2, still intact. Maybe beyond, if they can just take this round. So they already take a bit of control, despite not picking up a first kill. Cypher being given a lot of space to operate on. Well, Isk would actually advance a little bit, but instead Cypher will stay cool. Hoping that he doesn't get molotoved here. With all of ITB just stacked up towards A, that might be the wrong move. Considering your PACT to place their players. No one really aggressing either. Not sure if I see the point in having Isk over there. As PACT will go for B. Again, I don't know about Isk. I think he should rotate over already. Even if they don't have the information. Cypher still gets the first kill. Sees more bullets to come at him. Staying alive for a moment, but not much more. Great flick shot comes out and the rotation's already here. Oh, it doesn't end up being a problem at all. The rotation's just so quick there from ITB. As they still pick up the round. Credit to Cypher for staying alive, but the rotations in the end are really what wins them that round. Along with Double winning that duel over towards the ace side. Again, Cypher just staying alive and getting that kill. To at least trade out. Molotovs coming out. It is just pistols with PACT. The grenades come through. They still get the first kill. Cypher needs to hit it back, but he's got 2 kills already. He might just give up the bomb plant, but Cypher, his 2 kills keep them somewhat stable as Dobbo picks up a kill as well. Still going to be the post plant. Close for comfort for ITB, but Adam for the smoke! Oh, and it's just Sobble left. As he's already spotted, Adam can get that defuse unbothered. And they get the 14 draw. For now. No double up here. In round 28, ITB have brought it back all the way. With 3 in a row. To have a chance at match point. And PACT back in dire straits. Only 2 T rounds picked up. The last will have been 7 rounds. They go for 8. Double's still over here. He did actually get back and up. Interestingly enough, but he doesn't have a lot of cavalry. And obviously he is playing a slightly different position here, but it's more mid-heavy from ITB. Having pushed up Cypher as well. Makes himself known. It's PACT get up in lower B. Tadpole mollied away. Keeps himself in there. Now PACT go for mid. Adam just wants to get away. It's just a stalemate in the end. Not even a significant amount of damage dealt from either team. As PACT have rotated over, they go for bait. Might be a risky move. With 38 on the clock. Certainly setting up for it right now. It's already the first kill gone in the favor of ITB. Isk does back away. But Tadpole just needs to kill off Manice here. He doesn't. Manice keeps it hopeful. Keeps it square. Oh, and Sobble there again. Cypher's in the corner. They don't expect him, but he's just hiding away, holding his trigger for now as Sobble won't quite check it there. 11 seconds. Time running out. Double's got another kill. Will it be match point after all? And Cypher stays hidden. Cypher pops out, and he's won it for ITB there as they get to 15. In a remarkable run on the CT side. Just one round away from the lower bracket final of relegation. What a comeback this would be on Ancient. They were down 12-6. Had that must-win gun round one out, and since then they've been incredibly good. There's Adam again. The damage already dealt as he gets the first kill. Oh, they're crumpling the Polish side. ITB are so stacked up on A, but PACT are getting tunnel vision as Sobo's gone down. Chances dwindling, and ITB on course to complete the comeback to keep this season alive. What a game we saw on the second map, but what a series played out. Full and full from ITB. The Polish side simply can't handle Into the Breach, it turns out, as they pick up their second victory in the Season 39 postseason against the Polish side. And this one's so crucial. They get to live another day, ITB. Having battled through already quite a bit in this relegation. They have LDLC to play next. With that series, Saw one shot still yet to be finished. The loser of that will be playing the winner then of that next series. ITB versus LDLC will be our next game. Quite an exciting one, as ITB continue their magical run this season in the hunt for ESO Prem. We'll see you back next time for more action from this British super squad. And it's been a pleasure.